Hello everyone and welcome to my Royal Family Today update channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. King Charles and Camilla cry as they win their first race at Royal Ascot. The King and Queen are anticipated to attend every day of the annual celebration, continuing Queen Elizabeth II's tradition. On Thursday, King Charles and Queen Camilla were overtaken with emotion when their horse crossed the finish line to secure their first victory at Royal Ascot. Desert Wind won the King George V Stakes, ridden by Tom Marquand, with the King and Queen cheering from the royal box. Charles appeared obviously moved when he took his maiden victory, hoping to follow in the footsteps of his mother, Queen Elizabeth II, who had over 24 wins at the festival during her reign. Pictures show him with his mouth open as the horse approaches the finish line, while other images show him welling up with tears. Camilla was just as passionate, clapping and making anxious faces as the mare sped down the last stretch. The late queen was well known for her love of horses and was a regular attendee at Ascot, dazzling spectators with vibrant clothes that ensured she was always visible. Many of her horses were passed down to Charles and Camilla after her death, with the king apparently obtaining 37 racehorses worth over £1 million. Zara Tindall, Charles' niece, said the first victory was a bittersweet event after the death of Queen Elizabeth last year. "It's bittersweet to think how proud and excited the Queen would have been," she said after the race. "To have a winner and keep that dream alive for Charles and Camilla. Aside from that, what a race." Zara went on to say of their attendance at the annual event, "It's a new excitement. Like all of those owners who come here and have a horse here, having that dream, that hope, and then fulfilling it is incredible. They're absolutely thrilled," said the Royals trainer William Haggis. "They've been looking forward to Ascot for a long time. It's very important for horse racing, and it's very important that the King and Queen enjoy it." But it wasn't all plain sailing for the King, who later in the day, in the midst of the euphoria, accidentally knocked over the victory trophy. The trophy was handed to the pair by Queen Elizabeth's cousin, the Duke of Kent. Later, the King had a role in presenting racing star Frankie Dettori with his 7th Gold Cup title. The 52-year-old Italian, who will retire later this year, received the iconic trophy from King Charles and Queen Camilla, and even kissed the Queen on the cheek. Queen Camilla wears an exquisite feathered headdress and matching gown. For Day 3 of Royal Ascot, Queen Camilla donned yet another pastel-colored ensemble. The Queen went all out for Ladies' Day by wearing an ornate headgear. Camilla arrived at Royal Ascot in a pale shade of green, looking majestic. The 75-year-old appeared to be happy ahead of the royal procession as he sat alongside King Charles in the first carriage of the procession. Camilla wore a green dress today after wearing a baby pink dress yesterday. The Queen consort wore an Anna Valentine chiffon coat dress with a Philip Treacy hat. The slanted design, which was adorned with fluffy feathers in a matching color, looked stunning against Camilla's light hair. One royal enclosure guest remarked on Camilla's effortless dress. Mark O'Keefe, royal historian and commentator at Gayaristo, told Express.co.uk exclusively, "The royal enclosure is sweltering in 28 degrees of sunshine." As the royal party left Windsor Castle, the Queen looked effortlessly chic in a mint green gown adorned with feathers and a Van Cleef and Arpels bracelet. Laughing and smiling at her husband, the couple appeared overjoyed to greet the cheering crowds. Camilla's hat is a daring choice, but it's not the first time she's been photographed in such an unusual design. In reality, she wore a similar feather cap for Trooping the Color in 2016, except it was white rather than mint green. To complete the look, the prince wore leather gloves in the same shade of green as his hat and attire. She even wore a spectacular diamond brooch that belonged to Queen Elizabeth II. While Camilla's outfit today was new, it remained in keeping with her signature flair. In fact, she wore a very similar outfit by the same designer only yesterday and has worn Philip Treacy hats on every day of Royal Ascot thus far. The chiffon style made for a simple and lightweight gown, but the Queen still looked stylish as she walked past the people. While there were fewer royals in the parade today than on Wednesday, royal analyst Mock stated that the family members were quick to meet each other. "The Duchess of Edinburgh was not in a carriage today," he stated. "She joined the rest of the royal family on foot." Sophie, on the other hand, raced up to greet the King and Queen, who promised to see her out for Queen Elizabeth II, has announced his retirement. Bishop David Connor helped marry King Charles and Prince Harry after decades of devoted devotion, and he also officiated at the late Queen's funeral. Bishop David Connor, the Queen's most trusted priest and spiritual guide, is finally retiring after 25 years of faithful service. According to reports, Queen Elizabeth II personally urged him to stay to see her out. He is finally retiring at the age of 76, 6 years after the regular Church of England retirement age, at what is claimed to be a historic moment. Bishop David, who was also a Register of the Order of the Garter, was one of the longest-serving deans of Windsor, a position that was always held by a priest directly chosen by the Queen. He has been working at the site since 1998. Many people believe that the Archbishop of Canterbury is the monarch's closest guide, as reported in the Daily Mail, and the current Archbishop, Justin Welby, did help spiritually prepare the king for his coronation. However, it is normally the Dean of Windsor who plays an important role. David Connor was born on April 6, 1947, in Kent and attended Oxford University. Between 2001 to 2009, he was also Bishop to the Forces, the Anglican Church's effective head for the British Armed Forces. The Dean became increasingly important to the late Queen and Prince Philip as they spent their final years at Windsor and throughout the COVID-19 epidemic, and Bishop Connor was asked to preach at Prince Philip's funeral service at Westminster Abbey. Bishop David Connor has also played key ceremonial roles over the years, such as officiating at King Charles and Camilla's church blessing in 2005 and Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's wedding in 2018. To date, the Dean's most important job has been to officiate at Queen Elizabeth II's committal and burial at St. George's Chapel on September 19, 2022. This was tragically symbolized when the Dean lifted the late Queen's crown, orb, and scepter from her coffin and put them on the high altar of St. George's. Right Reverend Christopher Coxworth, Bishop of Coventry, will succeed the Dean. The King has confirmed the Bishop of Coventry's appointment to the Deanery of Windsor Castle, which he will begin in November. The Bishop of Coventry received his education at Manchester University and his ministry training at St. John's College in Nottingham. He was ordained priest in 1989 and served his title at Christ Church, Epsom Common in the Diocese of Guildford. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.